Hello, it's Miriam from Tantrum Art Terrascopes here at Blind Forest Books in Sackville, New Brunswick. And today I'm doing a pick-a-pile reading on how to ground yourself with love. This week starts off with a couple of kind of intense aspects. We have the Sun trining Pluto, the Sun Virgo trining Pluto in Capricorn on Monday, which is exact at 8:09 in the evening Atlantic Standard Time. And on Tuesday we have Venus in Leo squaring Uranus in Taurus, which is exact at 12:29 in the afternoon Atlantic Time. So both of those are an opportunity to continue to transform, to work with what's been challenging you and making you uncomfortable so that you can really step into your own and find the light that will help you shine. Wow. So the decks I'm using today are the Druid Animal Oracle, the Divine Feminine Oracle, the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle, and the beautiful new Tarot of the Divine. Exciting. So let's get right into it with the shadow cards. We start with, these are for everybody, number 38, Surrender, Sensitive Sister, Be Moved by the Moon. Amazing. So we have a new moon in Virgo coming up this Thursday. So yeah, you're really being asked to listen to your sensitivities and to think about what you're ready to surrender to the universe in order to help your manifestations continue to come through. So next we have Ram, Sacrifice, Breakthrough, and Achievement. So already a really heavy emphasis on continuing to surrender, continuing to release, continue to sacrifice what you're aware is keeping you from stepping into your full power, knowing that letting go of that is really going to lead to the breakthroughs and achievements that you have your eyes and heart set on. So our next shadow card is Dakini, the Enlightened Feminine. So my gut instinct is wise beyond reason. I trust my intuition to guide me. So yeah, you already know what you're ready to release. You know that it's been a bit of a struggle lately. It's been really hard because yeah, there are a lot of intense astrological aspects going on, not to mention intensity going on the earth. So it's been tempting to run back into old patterns because that is our comfort zone. And that's what this is all about, is grounding yourself in reality, what you know is actually going to work for you and carry you forward. Because grounding yourself means reminding yourself that you're real, that you are here on earth, that you're a person. So that can be things like yoga and meditation, but even more importantly, it can just be things like drinking a glass of water, going for a walk, eating something, things like that. So our final shadow card is the Ten of Swords reversed. So upright, the Ten of Swords in this deck is the story of Sedna, an Arctic sort of princess who got like sold off to marry a hunter that said that he would provide for the village, but it turned out just to be like a bird man who took Sedna to like this deserted island, and she was miserable because the bird man like sucked at hunting and only brought her fish and things like that. So anyway, her dad came to visit and saw that she was miserable and started to take her away. But the Birdman's family was mad. Oh yeah, because the dad killed the Birdman, and the Birdman's family was angry, and so they attacked the boat. And oh no, to appease them, Sedna's dad threw her overboard. And she tried to get back on the boat, and he chopped her fingers off. What on earth? And so she sunk to the bottom and became the wrathful goddess of the sea who keeps all the whales and fishes. And you have to pray to her in order for her to release them to your fishing nets. But this card is reversed. So yeah, you're really aware that there's a pattern that needs to be broken, but you're also aware, like, it's not too late. Like, you haven't gone too far into this sort of kind of awful pattern, awful commitment to something. Yeah, there's still time to step back and realize that you haven't fully made this choice for yourself. There's still time to break free. And yeah, the key to that is going to be really listening to anxieties that continue to crop up around this continued pattern. So, our 3 piles. So pile 1 is Ocean Jasper. Pile 2 is Apatite. Pile 3 is blue goldstone. Yay! So let's get right into pile 1. Ocean Jasper! So your oracle card, your first oracle card, is number 4, Daughters of the Red Tent. And then we've got Hind, subtlety, gracefulness, and femininity. Sekhmet, the Red Lady, I am pure strength. I honor my anger by giving voice to it. And the 4 of Cups. So it sounds like you've really been in a space between trying to take a gentler approach, but really still having a lot of anger and frustration rising up. So first of all, you can know that that is righteous anger. You have a reason to be angry, but you're also doing just such a great job already in trying to be gentle and trying not to let that anger out to like burn others. But this is a time to call on your community to listen to what's continuing to cause you anger and keep you from feeling like you are a gentle person. And yeah, call in support so that you can feel almost justified, but also so you can like speak your mind with a supportive sort of circle so that you don't have to be carrying those frustrations around with you all the time. It's like time to vent. But then, yeah, these are an interesting combination with our 4 of Cups cards. So first of all, looking at the balance between anger and gentleness, it's really time for you to kind of listen to your disappointments and hear what they're saying to you. And realize that, yeah, there is an opportunity for gentleness and connection and restabilizing your emotional capacity at this point. And so, yeah, looking at the 4 of Cups, which is the Nightingale in this deck, we've got the story of the Chinese emperor who had heard of this like beautiful songbird and wanted to see it. And so he asked all his court if they had ever seen it, and none of them had until they found a little kitchen girl who knew what they were talking about. And they went out to the woods and found the little nightingale. And the emperor was surprised that such a drab little bird would make such like a beautiful song. So he enjoyed the nightingale until he received a gift from another emperor of a like golden singing mechanical bird, which he liked even more. And so the nightingale sort of got forgotten while the court celebrated this other fake bird. And yeah, finally the fake bird broke and the emperor got sick and was so sad. And so they went out and found the nightingale again, and she made him feel better. Yay! And he came back to life. And so he was going to trap the nightingale at the palace again, but the nightingale told him that she would rather be free and come to visit whenever she wanted. And so that's what ended up happening. And the emperor lived happily ever after, long life, and the nightingale was his lovely friend who came and sang for him whenever she felt like it. And yeah, so basically, you're being given an opportunity to focus on what's real, even if it's kind of boring looking. And basically turn away from all fakeness and finally admit to yourself, what is real in your life, what connections you have in your life that are genuine, and to really lean into those, knowing that that's going to help to ground you and lift you out of this sense of disconnection between who you actually understand yourself to be and the ways that you feel like you're not measuring up to that. Wow. So, pile 2 are blue Apatite people. Yay. So your first oracle card is number 14, Fearless. Yeah. And then we've got Goose reversed, discontent, jealousy and possessiveness, and also self-care. Then we've got Pope Joan, the Pontiff of Possibilities, alongside the Black Madonna, Our Lady of Hermits. And finally, the 3 of Wands reversed. So, you're being asked to be fearless. Fearlessly admit to yourself where you are feeling discontent, where you're still holding on to an energy of maybe jealousy or possessiveness, and how you can sort of flip that script on yourself and lean more into self-care. It's interesting that when Goose is upright, one of its keywords are parenthood, vigilance, and productive power. So it could be that you are feeling unproductive either in the literal parenthood department or where it comes to the projects that you've been nurturing. So again, real emphasis on asking you to release your fears surrounding those things and try to chuff yourself up, because the Black Madonna, Our Lady of Hermits, it could be that you're feeling kind of alone in that department, kind of isolated either in your efforts again as a parent or sort of as a creative, like you're not getting all the support that you wish you were getting for what you're doing. But Pope Joan really says that it's time to like hardcore start believing in yourself. There's that emphasis on self-care. Realize that your dreams are on track, and super listen to if you're not feeling like you're getting the support you deserve. Because, the Three of Wands. So in this story, it's like this castle, and the dad has like a secret room. The king dad has a secret room that he tells his 3 daughters not to go in, but they do. And they read this book that says that the eldest daughter is going to marry a king, the middle daughter is going to marry a prince, and the youngest daughter is going to marry a pig. And so the dad finds out that they read the book and like, oh, whatever. But anyway, the prophecy all comes true. The king comes and marries the eldest, the prince comes and marries the middle, and then a pig comes and asks for the youngest daughter's hand in marriage, but the king denies. And then the village becomes overrun with pigs. So finally the king agrees to give the daughter to the pig man and they go off and get married. And so it turns out that the pig man turns into a nice, handsome, also prince at night, and he's so kind to the girl that actually they fall deeply in love. But then an evil witch comes and like takes away the pig man and hides him in this like castle in the sky. And so the girl asks for help to find him, and she is provided with a bag of bones and 3 walking sticks to use on her journey to find her pig prince. And so she builds a ladder up to the castle in the sky where he's being hidden, and actually she didn't have enough bones to finish the ladder, so she fearlessly had to cut off her finger to finish the ladder, and she does go get her pig prince, and they are reunited and are happily ever after. So this is actually reversed. And so, you're actually not in a position where you have to make that big of a sacrifice. You don't have to cut off any of your limbs at this point. Because, this is really a time to focus on yourself. It doesn't matter. Don't think about the future. Don't think about who you're supposed to be with. Don't think about trying to build ladders to the sky. Realize that you're exactly where you need to be, and you can really ground yourself in that at the moment. There is no need to be afraid. You can really release the negative emotions you've been holding on to, especially where it comes to feeling like, you are not at a particular point in your process where it feels like everybody else is doing way better than you and things like that. That's not true. Whatever's been making you feel shy or having you feeling like you're holding back, that's just important. This is an important pause time for you. And it is really helping you open up to the infinite possibilities. The possibilities are limitless because the soul is limitless. So feel great about the fact that, you don't have to do that much right now. All you have to really focus on is building up your self-confidence again. And maybe, calling on sort of the powers that be to fill you with an energy of confidence in your dreams and goals. And realize that you are coming up on a time where you'll want to be climbing a particular ladder, but no pressure, because that time's not now. This is just a time to really focus again on self-care. Reversed is the self-care keyword. And just getting yourself back to feeling like you can do it. Like you are a good parent. You are a good creative. You are a good nurturer of what's important to you. Beautiful. So, our brown Goldstone people. Yay! Your reading starts with 9. Remember me, the divine mother within. And then we have Fox, reversed. So be honest, victim mentality, and lie low. Next, we've got Rita of Cassia, the patroness of impossible causes. And finally, the Seven of Cups and the Fool. So, yeah, your inner child is calling for love. It's really time to sort of mother yourself. If your inner mother voice is a positive one, listen to it, allow it to embrace you and tell you what you need. If your mother experience is less than positive, it's time to turn on the voice that you wish you had heard throughout your childhood. And yeah, be honest with yourself about where you've been maybe sort of shooting yourself in the foot where it comes to expectations of yourself. Because yeah, this pile, it looks like you really need to sort of lift yourself up out of a quite low space mentally and tend to your dreams. Because yeah, here's Rita of Cassia, the patroness of impossible causes, here to tell you that you're not an impossible cause. I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibility. So possibilities are very much opening up to you right now. And here's the key to it. We have Aladdin and the Little Mermaid, two of like the most hopeful main characters that you can find in fairy tales. Aladdin is the sort of poor guy who connects with the genie through weird circumstances with the sorcerer guy. But yeah, his dreams basically all come true through belief in magic. And with the Little Mermaid in the traditional telling, the ending's not that great, but she is endlessly hopeful and seeks to have her dreams answered by like taking real action to bring that to herself. So our brown Goldstone pile, you're being asked to listen to overwhelm, to kind of make a wish, and believe in your own potential. Believe that there are doorways opening that will connect you with your dreams. But also realizing that you don't have to sacrifice yourself. You really don't. So let's focus on the Aladdin side of things, where they do end up happily together after several trials and schemes and things like that. The Little Mermaid, sort of less so, although she sort of held love in her heart right until the end. So the way to ground yourself with love in your reality is to, love on yourself. You don't need no prince. You don't need a genie. Know that your loving heart and your sense of hope are really going to help you find these portals of possibility that teach you that, you're not an impossible cause. Your vision is good and real, and you're ready to kind of flush out what keeps you from feeling like you can manifest the life of your dreams. Beautiful. So, our higher self cards, the message of hope moving forward. Oh boy! We start with number 22, Desert Harvest. So, even if things are feeling kind of dried up right now, you're being given a totally blank slate on which to build that life of your dreams. Amazing. Next, we have Boar, the warrior spirit, leadership, direction. So even though all three piles are feeling a little disoriented right now, just recalibrating and refocusing on our actual goals for ourselves, finding our love for ourselves so that we believe that we are able to receive what we want, that is coming through strongly. So prepare to receive the direction you need and to step into your own power so you can guide yourself towards, what you want. Yes. So our next higher self card is Mirabai, the saint of true freedom. Love is what sets me free. I am married to my own soul. So again, it's repeated that this is really a time to believe in yourself, heap on the self-love, and know that that's really going to help to open that door to what's next for you. Amazing. And so our final higher self card is the 10 of coins, the 10 of pentacles. And this is the story of Pan-Hu, who started as a golden worm that was found in the queen's ear, who was placed under a golden thing. And when they lifted it off, he turned into a little puppy. And then there was a big sort of drama in the kingdom where it had to be whoever was able to solve it was going to get to marry the princess. Oh, and yeah, they had to like track down and kill this bad emperor or something. But Panhu, the puppy, was the one who ended up doing it. And at the party afterwards, everybody was celebrating except for poor Panhu, who was really sad. And it turned out that he wanted to marry the princess, but the emperor was like, "Oh, you can't marry the princess because you're a dog." And he said, "Well, if you put me under a giant golden bell for 7 days, I will turn into a man." So that's what they did. And the princess on the 7th day started to feel bad for him. So she peeked under to try and give him some food and water. And so the curse was broken, although it wasn't quite the full 7 days. So Panhu still had a dog head. But they married and they lived happily ever after and had tons of babies. And so even if the circumstances aren't exactly what you hoped, what you want can still come through for you, just not in quite the way you expected. So one way or another, everybody, what you want wants you, and it is coming through for you. So love yourself, love what you can about your life, and keep believing in your vision for comfort and stability, because even just holding that energy is really helping it come through. So that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you can feel free to subscribe. You can like the video. You can leave a comment. You can even share the video if you think other people would like it. If you're interested in a private reading with me, you can check out my Etsy shop. The link will be below. You can also check out my Facebook and Instagram for daily posts about my spiritual journey, readings, things like that. And yeah, that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, keep your hearts open. Keep your eyes on the skies, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.